What the hell was that? Seriously. Newcastle United 1, Fulham 3. I'm just lost for words. I'm seriously lost for words. I mean, full credit to Fulham, turned up and turned us over. But seriously, our display was absolutely atrocious, absolutely woeful. I don't think anyone can really come out of that game in a black and white shirt and say, you know what, I gave 110%. That was absolutely dreadful from top to bottom. I mean, maybe Murphy, who came off the bench, got 20 minutes, got a goal. That is it. Everyone apart from that, seriously, you need to give your head a shake. Now, it's not the end of the world, because I remember the first time when we lost to Fulham this season, and everyone was telling me, it's nothing, don't worry about it, you'll get to the top of the table. And we are, but to lose twice in a season to Fulham, come on now. Let's be honest with you. Home and away, especially in this manner, especially this game. Oh, wow. Fair play to Fulham, as I said before. They played absolutely perfect, from start to finish. Their attacking force, oh my gosh, seriously, gave us nightmares the whole game. Right, let's start with the lineups anyway. So as you can see, lineups on the screen. We made 4 changes going into this game. Darlow in goal, Anita right back, Lascelles, man, come on, dude. Just keep it simple, man. He had a QPR game, a Huddersfield game today. Not good. Clark alongside him, didn't have the greatest games either. Dummett at left back. Again, he got absolutely roasted a couple of times, quite a few times. I'm pretty safe in saying Fulham is his bogey side, because he got roasted in the first game, and this game, he at least had 2. He was at hand for one of the goals and the penalty as well, I believe, as well. Midfield, we had Atsu on the right, big mistake. Atsu needs to be on the left. I don't care what you're saying, guys. Atsu needs to be on the left-hand side. Ritchie was on the left-hand side, pretty much ineffective as well. Shelvey had a stinker. Colback, didn't really see much of him. Diame, seriously, dude, I don't know what to... poor man Sissoko, you'll live with that name and you'll leave with that name. Seriously, probably 2 or 3 good games this whole season, man. Come on. You said you was asleep ages ago, and you still look like you're sleepwalking now. And then obviously Gale up top didn't do nothing. Came off, looked like he was holding his hamstring throughout the game, so I don't know if he's going to be missing games as well. Fulham, their lineup, not going to go through the whole lineup, as you can see it on screen. Kearney, absolute diamond of a playmaker, dictating the flow of the game, pulling the strings like a violin. Had a Luco alongside him, was masterful in his what's the word I'm looking for? Setting up, creative play, all the rest of it. Sessegnon, I can't believe this kid absolutely tore us to pieces. And he's 16, barely allowed out of school. Oh my word. And then, oh gosh, they went with Sessegnon ahead of Chris Martin. And I was as shocked as anybody was, because I thought Martin would have started, balls into the box for him, getting his head onto it all day long, and we'd have to contend with that. I think that is what we can do. That's what we can live with. And obviously Jokanovic, their manager, saw that and thought, you know what, we're going to go with pace, raw pace, and that's what they've done. They just absolutely turned us over. So let's get into this game. Hopefully I can just wrap this up quickly and get on to the next one. But yeah, it was all Fulham from the start, should I say. We had early warning signs what Kearney could do. He had a shot from distance that I think went over the bar. We didn't really get into the game at the start, had another slow start, sloppy start, just like we did against Brighton and Bristol City. And we was made to pay for it, As I said, Kearney went close with his first opportunity, but didn't miss with his second one, wasn't closed down, played in not even played in, Malone on the left-hand side, played into central midfield. Now, bearing in mind, Kearney's about 25 yards out, not really closed down at all. Shelvey, in between Shelvey and Colback, no pressure on the ball, strikes from 25 yards, puts it in the top corner, thank you very much, top bins, and then 1-0 up, man, and then cruising, seriously. And we had nothing to show for it after that as well. No, didn't really see any opportunities from us to kind of equalise and go for it, go gung-ho for it, because we're at home, bearing in mind, this is our fortress, this is St James's Park, this is where we should be better. our home form should probably be better than our away form, and it's the other way round. But yeah, anyway, 1-0 going into half time, poor display, poor 45 minutes, and it's just, man, it's just painful to watch, From loose balls going from our defence, the likes of Lascelles playing loose balls, Dummett getting roasted at left back by Sessegnon and Aluko. Midfield wasn't much better, Atsu on the wrong side, it was like a square peg in a round hole. Shelby not up to it this game and got frustrated, got a yellow card later on in the second half. We'll get onto that in a minute. Richie non-existent. Colback losing the ball. Oh man, I could go on for hours seriously. But anyway, let's try and wrap this up. Second half came about, and it was 3-0 within an instant. Seriously, Aluko, that man set up both goals. The first one of the two just carved us open. On the left, should have been cut out by Dummett, I think it was. Fell to Luco, he heels it into Sessegnon's path, and he just slots it in. Thank you very much, 2-0. Cheers, mate. And then the third one, again, I think it came from our corner. They get the ball somehow, well, not even somehow, because that was great on the day. They break, Luco in the middle, defence splitting pass in between Anita and Lascelles, onto Sessegnon, finishes it again. That's 2 for the youngster, and he's 16 years old, bro. I still can't get over it, man. 16 years old, but fair play to him. He's got a bright future ahead of him. And that was it. Obviously, we rung the changes. We brought on Jesus Gamez again for Clark. I think it might have been an injury. It must have been an injury because that baffles me if it's a tactical change. Gale came off as well. The main change that we made was Murphy obviously coming on. He gets a goal. Atsu plays him in, floats the ball over the defence. He outmuscles one of their defenders, turns and spins, hits it. As soon as he hit it, I knew it was in the back of the net. That's 3-1, pretty much damage limitation. We weren't back in the game at all. Then they have another opportunity, another ball into the box. I think it was from Malone again. I'm going to put the blame on Dummett because I haven't seen it too many times, but I think it was Dummett. Pulls down one of their players, it's a penalty. Sessegnon wants to take the penalty because obviously he wants to be the 16-year-old hat-trick hero, but again, it's left to Tim Ream. Tim Ream puts it wide. Darlow, I think, would have said that he dived the right way. But the game was dead and buried, man. Literally dead and buried in the first half, let alone the second half. Second half was dreadful. As much as I want to say, we're still top of the league, but games like this, I'm not saying we should have walked over Fulham. No. I did predict 3-1 and I got it wrong. It was the other way round. Yep, hold my hands up. But in that manner, to lose to Fulham. Easily the best team we've played at home this season, by the way. Hats off to you guys. You've turned us over at your ground, turned us over at our ground. Easily the best team that we've played this season. And the second team to do the double over us after Blackburn. Seriously. We need to analyse this performance in every single little detail. The likes of playing Atsu on the right compared to putting Atsu on the left. You've seen what he's done on the left against Brighton. 2 assists there. It's a no-brainer. Richie plays better on the right-hand side anyway. So for me, that's a no-brainer. Up top, we need to change this around now. I'm tired of seeing the same formation all the time. Is it Diame? Is it Perez? Is it Diame? Is it Perez? No. None of them really seriously seem to work all the time, do they? So for me, try playing 2 up top. Try playing Murphy, try playing Gal, and see what they can do together. You might say, it's too late in the season to change things around, but teams will turn up to St James's Park or wherever we play and thinking, I know what formation they're going to play. They're going to play the same 4-2-3-1 formation. We know what to do with Diame. We know what to do with Gal. High lines, all the rest of it now. Muscle them off the ball, quiet down the crowd, score within the first 10, 20 minutes, boom, that's it. And you know what? The successful teams have done it against us. Wolves, Blackburn, Fulham, Huddersfield. Mate, I'm seriously just baffled on this one, Anyway, so results have gone against us. Obviously, Brighton have got a 3-0 win on Friday, I think it was, against Derby, 3-0. So we're joint on points with them. Obviously, I think we've got 6 goals better off than them, but that could soon change round. Fulham, they're 2 points off the playoff positions in 7th, so fair play to them. Wouldn't mind seeing them in the playoff positions. Fulham, I've got fond memories of going to see them, against Newcastle United in the past. Very good team. Tom Kearney absolutely tore us to pieces. absolutely dominated us in midfield. And it goes to show, yes, we was quoted 20 million in the January transfer window. I think he might be worth it. Seriously, real talk. Because judging by that performance alone, definitely, scored a world in this last game. Tore us to pieces in this one. Man of the match performance easily. Should put a bid in. If they don't go up, we need to put a bid in, or someone going up needs to put a bid in for Tom Kearney. Seriously, been warned about him before, even in the previous game. Needed to see it from my own eyes, seeing it in real life. That left foot of his, what a wand, seriously. Wand of a left foot. Aluko, again, raw pace, and Sessegnon. 16 years old, I can't get over it, man. Some of you guys are 16 at home thinking, I'm playing FIFA while he's playing the real thing and he's getting a wage for it. And he's just turned up at St James's Park and smashed us on our own doorstep. Dear me. Anyway, on to Birmingham, away from home on Saturday, next Saturday. And yeah, can't have another one of those performances again, that's for sure. Things need to be thought about, changes need to be made. And we don't play at St James's Park for the next 3 weeks, and that's against Wigan. And by all means, we need to beat Wigan, Birmingham, and everything in between. Sorry it couldn't be a more happy review, but it is what it is. Fair play to Fulham. He did what he needed to do. And on to the next one. That's enough for me. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Keeping it tuned, as always. Peace.